Welcome, sweet friends. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga, and I am here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I welcome you to a gentle yoga practice. I want to let you know that I have sort of a modified schedule for the next couple of weeks. So as you watch this video, whenever it serves, just know that my in-person class schedule around Birmingham is limited for this week. So I want to let you know that I do have my trusty blanket. We'll be doing some things from knees today. That extra cushion would feel really great just as a little cushion. And then if you don't have a blanket or a beach towel, you could use a small pillow. I have an example of one over here for you. Just something to give just a little bit of extra cushion for you. And then if you have blocks, those could be super helpful for the day. I have one. I really need two, but we're going to make it work with what we have. So I'm going to invite you to grab what you need and to come back here, and we'll meet right here on the mat in a comfortable seat. So I'm going to invite you to go ahead and find a nice comfortable seat. Go ahead and close your eyes. Have a soft gaze towards the floor if that's better for you. The theme of our class for today is called Low Battery. So we're going to take it nice and easy. Try to stay really connected to the breath and allow ourselves to find a little peace. So as you're in this comfortable seat, go ahead and do that body scan. Notice the places of tension and ease within. Now let that spine grow just a little bit more, reaching the crown of the head towards the sky, but trying to keep that back somewhat straight as opposed to letting that tailbone curve out. And just start to let the breath expand. We're going to take some time here, so give yourself 4 or 5 more rounds. Really let those inhales and exhales be super long. Let everything fill up and then release. You've got 2 more rounds. After you exhale that last breath, let the arms just be resting nice and easy in the lap. Keep the spine nice and long. We're just going to start to make some circles with the head. So start by turning your nose over towards your right shoulder. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Take an inhale. Start to make a rainbow with the nose up towards the sky. And then exhale, let the chin come through, down towards the chest. Nose makes its way all the way back over to the right. Keep going. And when your nose gets over to that right shoulder after the exhale, go ahead and move the nose towards center. Let's move the nose all the way over to the left. Settle the shoulders. We'll begin again. Inhale up towards the sky. And exhale, chin down towards the chest. Give yourself one more full round. And then as that nose reaches over to the left on the exhale, go ahead and bring the chin back down towards the chest. Take your arms off your lap and let the fingertips come behind you, just on the outside of your hips, but a little further back. And then roll the shoulders up towards the ears and let the shoulder blades come together. Keep the chin down towards the chest. Breathe 2 breaths. After you finish that exhale, release the hands down by the hips. So just let the arms kind of drape towards either side. Inhale. And then exhale to lift the head. All right. From here, we'll take an inhale. Reach the arms and the gaze up over the head. Exhale to settle the shoulders. Take an inhale. Open the arms to the right. So the right arm comes behind, left arm out front. Take a breath. And then inhale, let that right hand come down towards the floor, left arm up towards the sky. Reach. Gaze follows that left thumb. Inhale, left hand back forward, right arm behind. Exhale, bring both arms up towards the sky. Settle the shoulders. Inhale here. And exhale, twist over to the left. Left arm behind, right arm forward. Fresh breath, reach those left fingertips down towards the floor. Right arm in the gaze, reach up towards the sky. Big breath in the heart. Inhale, back to that twist. Exhale, bring the hands forward. And then you can release the arms back down either side of the hips. So take the legs out of that comfy seat. And let's move into cobblers. So give yourself as much space as you need in that diamond shape. And then really press the tailbone into the floor. Reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. See if you can relax the legs just a little bit. Inhale, arms and gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, settle the shoulders. We'll move back into that twist on the next inhale. So here we go. Inhale, right arm behind, left arm forward. Inhale, the right hand down towards the mat, left arm up towards the sky. Press those knees down towards the mat. Inhale, back into the twist. Exhale, hands back up over the head. Release the shoulders. Notice the tension in the legs. Inhale. Exhale, twist over to the left. Fresh breath. Left hand to the floor, right arm up towards the sky. Gaze follows. Release the legs. Inhale, back into the twist. Exhale, arms come up. And then let the arms come down towards the side. Reach the legs nice and wide into a wide leg seated position. Flex through the feet, reach the tailbone towards the mat, crown towards the sky. We'll take an inhale, reach arms and gaze up. And then exhale, here's our first forward fold. So be nice and gentle with yourself. Let the hands come down to the floor. Reach through the crown of the head. Breathe here 3 breaths. And after you release fully, let's walk those hands towards center, coming back to a neutral spine, crown towards the sky. And we're going to come into our table from there. So just move yourself in a way that feels good. And we'll meet in this table. So take a moment here to reach the spine long. And then we'll move into cat-cow. So inhale to rise. And exhale, round it in. Hold this an extra breath. Inhale, rise, crown and tailbone up. Exhale, round it in. And keep moving through. You've got 3 or 4 more rounds, your breath. After you complete that last exhale, go ahead and send the hips back. Give yourself a child's pose. 3 breaths. Letting the shoulders roll down towards the earth. Take an inhale. Let's move through our table. Curl those toes, lift hips. Here's our down dog. Give yourself 4 more breaths right here. Last one. Let's take a slow walk up to the top of the mat. We'll meet there together in a forward fold. Take an inhale halfway. Find that long spine. And exhale, release back down towards the mat. Nice big inhale right here. And then let's use a slow exhale to rise into mountain. Once you get into the mountain, roll those shoulders up towards the ears. Let them roll down the back. Shoulder blades come together. Reach through the crown of the head. Give yourself a breath right here. Going to open your eyes. We're going to shimmy those feet where the outside edges of the feet come to the outside edges of your mat. And keep some softness there. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And the exhale to settle those shoulders. We'll take an inhale, twisting over to the right, hips stay forward. So really engage so that you can keep that right hip square with the left. Inhale, right hand comes to the low back, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Engage through the glutes. Softness through the knees. Squeeze that right elbow in towards center if you can. Inhale back into your twist. Bend the knees just a little bit. And then we're going to fold forward. We're coming right into a twist. So that left hand comes to a block or to the mat. Right fingertips up towards the sky. And shimmy those hips just a little bit side to side. Lower that right hand down to meet the left. Chest comes down towards the floor. Give yourself a breath right here in this forward fold. Take an inhale halfway, long spine. Exhale, release down towards the mat. Inhale down low. And exhale, slowly rolling back into that wide leg mountain. And same thing, roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Bring the shoulder blades together. Give yourself a breath. And check that those knees have a little softness in them. We'll take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, settle the shoulders, gaze comes forward. Inhale, find your twist over to the left. Press that left hip forward just a bit to keep the hips square. Inhale, bend that left hand, left elbow, let the hand come to the low back. Right fingertips reach up. Gaze follows. Squeeze that left elbow in towards center. Inhale back into your twist. Soften the knees, little bend in them even. Take an inhale. And then exhale, fold forward. Find this twist. Head hangs heavy. Left hand comes down to meet the right. Soften through those knees. Bring the feet together just into a normal mountain here. And then give yourself 2 or 3 breaths here. Just shimmying side to side. Last breath. Go ahead and step your feet back. We'll meet back in down dog. And give it 2 more breaths. Take an inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Point the toes, feel the stretch through the right hamstring. And then bring that left knee under the left hip. Right leg stays long behind. So you've got tabletop hands. Left knee is on the mat. You're going to kick that left foot out to the left. Let's come into a kneeling side angle. So take an inhale and reach these right fingertips over your head, getting a stretch to that right side body. Inhale, lower that right hand, reset those tabletop arms, and bring that left foot back in line with the left knee, right ball of the foot back on the mat. Inhale, let's reach back into down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, point the toes, and then bring that right knee under the right hip, tabletop arms. Kick that right foot out, left sole of the foot comes to the mat, and then inhale, circle nice and big, reaching these right or left fingertips over above your head. Reset those tabletop arms, right foot behind the right knee, left ball of the foot. Let's meet back in down dog. Give yourself a nice big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Let's make our way into our plank. Long spine here. Inhale, and we'll exhale all the way down to the mat. And tops of the feet come to the mat. Release through the booty. Inhale, lift the crown of the head. Baby Cobra. Breathe here 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale to lower. Press your palms into the mat. Let's send those hips back. Find a child's pose. 3 breaths. Let everything go. Just taking a moment to appreciate that breath in the upper back body. And after you exhale that last breath out, use your next breath cycle to move through table and back into down dog. Let's take a slow walk back up to the top of the mat. We'll meet there in a forward fold. Take an inhale halfway, finding a long spine. And exhale, slow release back down towards the mat. Inhale down low. And exhale, slow rise. Once those hands come near the hips, let's take a fresh breath. Reach the arms up over the head. And then exhale, palms come down in front of the heart, bow chin to chest. Give yourself a breath. Go ahead and move your body weight over to the left. We're going to take an inhale, lift this right knee up towards the navel. And then open, we're going right into ash tree. So open that right knee over to the right, keeping that right foot flexed. Bring the knee back in towards center. Let the left palm come down to the outside of the right knee. See if you can send that right arm back behind you, keeping that right shoulder open. With control, bring those hands back in front of the heart and lower that right knee down through center. Give yourself a breath. Take an inhale. Move body weight over to the right side. Find that link through the spine. And when you're ready, we'll lift this left knee. Left foot stays flexed. Open the knee to the left. Hold here 2 breaths. Bring it back in towards center. Let that right palm come outside of that left knee. Left arm reaches behind. Hold here 2 breaths. Inhale, hands back to the center. Exhale, left foot plants. We're back in that mountain with hands in prayer. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, arms and gaze rise. And exhale, find a forward fold. Let the head completely relax down towards the mat. Step it back, find your down dog. Inhale, lift that left leg back up towards the sky. And then bring that left knee back under that left hip. Tabletop hands. Right leg reaches long behind. Shimmy that left foot out to the left. That left hand is right under the left shoulder. And we're going to open back into that side angle. Option to stay here. If you want more, flex that right foot, lift the right leg. Go ahead and circle that right hand back down towards the floor. Make all your changes. That right leg stays long behind you, ball of the right foot. Inhale, let's make our way back to down dog. Settle in, 2 breaths. All right, nice big inhale, right leg lifts towards the sky. And then that right knee comes under the right hip. Kick that right foot out to the right. Starting to move on to your side, right hand right under right shoulder. And then we'll move into that side angle once again. Option to lift the left leg, keep that left foot flexed. Notice if you're holding your breath. Go ahead and bring everything back down. Left ball of the foot, right foot behind the knee. We'll make our way back into down dog. Once again, give yourself that inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Use your next breath cycle to move into your plank. Take an inhale, lower to the mat with control. Release your weight into the mat, release the booty, and then take an inhale, lifting through the crown of the head for baby cobra. Squeeze those shoulders together, squeeze the elbows towards one another, and breathe one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, press into the palms, send the hips back. 3 breaths in child's pose. Release fully into the mat. And after your last exhale, use your next breath cycle to move through table back into your down dog. We're walking back to the top of the mat. We'll meet in that forward fold. Take an inhale, halfway, long spine. And exhale, release back down towards the mat, nice and slow. Inhale, down low. And exhale, slow rise, making your way back into your mountain, centering here, one breath. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up over the head. And exhale, bring the gaze back forward as the shoulders settle down. Again, think about the shoulder blades coming together to open through the heart. Our next posture is going to be a forward fold and pyramid. So I want you to think about that as you step this right foot back. You get to decide how much length there is in that posture. So we want to make sure that we don't lock knees, and we want to square hips. So send that right hip forward just a bit. Go ahead and take your tongue and press it against the top of your mouth where your tongue is right behind, the tip of your tongue is right behind your teeth. It helps engage through your core muscles. Take an inhale and then exhale, forward fold. Halfway to begin. A fresh breath and then an exhale to fold all the way down. Release the head here. Bend that left knee so that the weight comes into that left foot. Take an inhale. And then slowly start to bring yourself up. Keep that right leg behind you. Hands can come down next to the hips. So we're going to lengthen the stance. So send the right foot longer and straighten through the left leg. You may want to block here. We're going to go into revolved triangle. So again, check those hips. Make sure they're square. Take an inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And then exhale to settle the shoulders. We'll twist, sending the right arm forward, left arm back. Take an inhale. And then exhale to bring that right hand down to the block or to the floor inside of the left leg. Left hand up towards the sky. Last breath. Bring that left hand down as you bend the left knee. It can come to the floor. Move the block out of the way if it's there. Bring that right foot up. We'll meet in a forward fold. Release down towards the mat. Inhale, halfway, long spine. And exhale, release down towards the mat. Inhale, down low. Exhale, slow rise. Let's meet in mountain. Give yourself that breath. Reach through the crown of the head. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale to settle the shoulders. So you're going to step this left foot back this time. Shorter stance because we'll be moving into pyramid first. Go ahead and square those hips. Take an inhale. And exhale to fold halfway. Tongue planted towards the top of the mouth. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Relax the neck. Bend that right knee so the weight comes into the right foot. Take an inhale. And slow rise back up. Arms come up over the head, settling the shoulders. And then let's step that left leg a little bit longer. Press that right foot into the floor, square the hips. Take an inhale, and we'll twist over to the right. Slowly let that left hand come down towards the floor or to your block for a revolved triangle. And if your legs aren't straight, that's fine. Make sure you're not locking a knee. Lower the right hand down towards the mat as the right knee bends. Let the left hand plant. We'll make our way back into down dog from here. Give yourself a breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale into your plank. So you've got options here. We're going to go into full side plank. If that doesn't work, lower the left knee first. We'll be going over to the left side first. So make sure that left wrist is right under the left palm. You can start to turn the ankles and heels over to the left, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Or you can do what we did the first round or the second round, whatever serves. Let's inhale back into plank. Check that right wrist under the right hand. And then we'll make our way over to the right side. Do what serves here. Right shoulder over right wrist. Lower the left hand. We're back in our plank. Inhale. Exhale, lower with control. Let everything go into the mat. Inhale. Exhale to lift through the crown of the head into that baby cobra. Feel the breath in the belly. Give it one more. Lower the head, press the hands into the mat, send the hips back. Child's pose. 3 breaths. Use your next breath cycle to move through table into your down dog. Lift those hips. Now take your feet and put them towards the outside edges of your mat once again. Outside edges of feet, even with outside edges of the mat. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. We'll meet at the back of the mat in a forward fold. You're going to spin on your heels to turn your toes out, and then slowly lower your booty down as the knees bend, finding Malasana. If that doesn't work, sit on the block or come to the floor. Find a nice tall spine, hands come into prayer, elbows press on knees to open through the hips. One more breath. Left hand comes down to the mat. Inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Gaze follows. Breath in the belly. Bring the right hand down, settle through center, and then we'll inhale over with the left arm lifted. Notice if you're clenching your teeth. Lower the left hand down. Press your palms into the floor as you lift the hips. Reset those toes back towards the long edge of your mat and walk back into your down dog. Reset the feet even with the hips. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead and lower your knees down towards the mat. Tops of the feet come to the mat. And then walk your hands forward 1 hand length. Send the hips and pelvis forward. We're going to make our way into our only up dog of the class in this way. So if you need to reset those hands, do that. Stay with the low body relaxed towards the floor. Give it 2 more breaths. Go ahead and send the hips back, and we'll shimmy those feet over to one side. We're going to come back to that wide-legged seated position with the legs nice and wide. Press the tailbone into the floor, flex through the feet. Reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. We'll take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up, and then exhale, find a forward fold. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. We'll spend 4 breaths here. Last one. Use your hands to walk yourself all the way back up, and it's the golden time. You can swing those legs towards the top of your mat and then bend those knees so you can roll down onto your back, bring those knees into the chest. So hug those knees in, either towards the chest or knees on the outside of the ribs. And breath all the way up to the heart. Take your hands, if they're not already, just right below your kneecaps, and then let the knees start to point back up towards the sky. So you're holding on, the arms are extended. You're getting that sacrum pressing into the mat. So keep the legs together. Start to make little circles where the knees come in towards the chest, and then round, extending the arms long, knees away. And stay with that breath cycle. You can switch after you release that last exhale, just switch directions. And then after that last breath, we'll release the hands from the legs. And let the outside edges of your feet come to the outside edges of the mat one more time. Hands can be in a wide T, or just hands can be resting on belly. And we'll just give ourselves a few windshield wipers, letting the inside knee press down towards the mat as you move from side to side. And give yourself one more round each side. And then allow yourself to give yourself whatever those 6 or 7 breaths are of any posture. that I didn't offer that you feel like your body would benefit from right now? You can slowly begin to make your way into whatever Shavasana will look like for you today. Legs up the wall could be great here. Just to allow the hip flexors and everything to release. Wherever you end up, give yourself one more of those nice big deep inhales through the nose, sigh it out through the mouth, and rest. You can slowly start to bring some awareness back into this space that we have created together. Make small movements with your hands and your feet. Wiggle the toes, circle the wrists and ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point the toes, reach the fingers. And allow yourself to roll on to one side or the other for just another moment. Just appreciating this peace and your breath. And when you're ready, you can make your way back into a comfortable seat. We'll meet with those hands in prayer at heart center, chin bowed down towards chest. So our quote for today is from John Lennon, and it says, "Peace is not something you wish for. It's something you make. It's something you do. It's something you are. And it's something you give away." May we know peace, and may we share that with others. Until we meet again, gratitude for practicing with me. Namaste.